Client development. It says here at the top, client development can be the single most important difference between a salesperson that makes 35 a year and a top pro that makes 75 to 100 plus. All the top salesmen in the country do not rely on waiting for that door to swing. If they wait for that door to swing, they're going to close 1 out of 5. And if you build a business where you have repeats, referrals, that can jump all the way up to 65 to 100%. People that come back to see you obviously are in the market for a car. They wouldn't be back here, they wouldn't be back to see you if they weren't happy about it. So it just makes good sense. We're going to ask people this question everywhere we go. We're going to meet them on the street. We're going to ask all our relatives, all our neighbors, all our friends, who do you know that might be looking for a new used car or truck either now or maybe down the road? Does that make sense? Everybody in this room probably knows somebody, including yourself, that might be in the market for a new used car or truck, but you can't keep it a secret what you do. Just because Lenny starts in this training, he starts on the floor next week, doesn't mean that anybody, his friends, his relatives, anybody even knows he's here. So what we have to do is we have to use marketing to let people know. Lenny wants to build a client base, but he's got to get the word out. He's got to let people know what he's going to do. First thing I'm going to talk about is network marketing. I'm going to show you a simple way of doing it. It's the way I did it, and it was done in the 70s and 80s, and it still works today. The concept of network marketing is very simple. You're here, you get people to work for you. I went to an Amway meeting, and that's where I learned this. And what happened was, I decided that it just wasn't for me. I didn't want to take up all the time. I was focused on being in the car business. I didn't want to get sidetracked. I wanted to apply all my energy into my main career. But at any rate, this was explained to me, and I got back to the dealership and I started thinking about this. How can I utilize this information in car sales? Now, I'd already been in the car business about 3 months at that time. It was a big store. I was doing around 15 cars. Not setting the world on fire, but I was up in the upper third already. But I wanted to be number one. And I figured, how in the world can I get there? Because I'm working my butt off. I'm talking to customers as they come in. I'm calling everybody back. But I need that extra traffic to get people in. And I started thinking, we had what we call a bird dog program at the dealership. We paid $50 if, like a referral program, if somebody sent a customer in to see us and they bought a car, then we would send them $50. That $50 came out of the gross of the deal, didn't come out of our pocket. So then I started thinking, well, wait a minute, maybe I can get about 15 or 20 people to work for me. So I went to the finance department and got all these dead apps. Dead apps means people that are credit challenged, but they're also people that need money. They need money. They don't have any money. That's why they're in the dead file, because we couldn't get them a car. They need money, but they also know people that do have money. Now, maybe not a lot of money, but maybe we can put those people in used cars. Maybe a special plan that the new cars have out, special cars. But we're going to try to put those people in cars. So I call these people up and I say, hey, Bill, I know you were in to see Jose last week, and I'm sorry we couldn't get together. Probably could have some financial issues or something. But I just wanted to offer you a little program here to maybe help you out. How'd you like to work part-time? The guy said, yeah, what do I got to do? Sell drugs? No, no, you don't have to do anything like that. All you have to do, I know you work, I see you work in a company, you have lots of people, you're a social guy. All you have to do is find me some people that are in the market for a new used car or truck, send them into me, bring them into me, I don't care, call me, but give me their information, let me do my job. I'll treat them with all the dignity and respect, I'll earn their business, and then when they take delivery of the car, I'm going to send you $50. All right. Now, at that time, again, I was doing 15 cars. I got on the phone and I recruited 15 people. Now, I want you to think about how many days of the month are there. There's 30 days. Generally, you work 25, 22. But that person isn't on any clock, so he's basically 30 or 31 days a month. Do you think even you could find a customer looking for a new used car or truck in your household, family, friends, church, or wherever you attend? Do you think you could find somebody buying a new or used car? Could you?
Sure.
And would you send them to me if you knew I was going to give you $100 or $50?
Sure.
You betcha. Now,
Sometimes
this dealership,
only to mention names.
this dealership offers $2,000. It starts at $100 and goes up to what? $375. Wow. Would you send me somebody for $375? Would you send me somebody for $100? You betcha. So what happened was, at the end of 3 months, I'm still doing the 15 by accident. these 15 people, if they just sent me one customer, and I'm doing the 15, you see how my number jumped to 30? And that's why I was doing 35, 40 cars. I wasn't working any harder than I was to create 15 new deals. But on the other hand, this was icing on the cake. I had people out there working for me, and I paid them on results. I paid them bonuses. If they got me 2 or 3 or 4 people or something like that, I gave them a little extra money. I took care of these people because they took care of me. Does that make sense? And so this is where the money is. This is where the big guns make the money. And if you're smart and you play the cards right and you get your name out there, get out there, your friends, your relatives. These can be bird dogs for you, co-workers, you went to college kids, your whole family. Anybody will do this for you. Now, this dealership pays up to $2,000 a month if somebody sends you 10 people. That's not a lot of people. And when you look at it over a course of a year, that's $24,000 that this person can make. That's meaningful money. That's a whole lot better program than the typical dealership that pays $50 or even $100. So you got a lot going for you, but you got to get out there and network yourself and let people know what you do. This is the easiest way to do it. Agree? Do you have people that would work for you? Do you have people work